come back to it already.
I don't got no time for stress. We keep people trying to test. Sing them fast like Titanic. They said me know me ever bless. I don't got no time for stress. We keep people trying to test. Sing them fast like Titanic.
Yeah, man. That is tribute to Miss Nanny Mystic, Daisy McCullough. I'm actually wearing her shirt tonight. I can tell the YouTube people I'm wearing her shirt tonight. And I'm wearing the ribbon over my left chest. So that, you know, we can pay homage to a brilliant RasTafari soldier. And the reason probably why I started doing this radio situation as we speak. So I have this thing to do. I wasn't sure what to say, so I'm gonna read it to you tonight. And you can tell me what you think. RADA was created unfortunately by the death of a young mother, Nanny Mystic, a promising reggae artist who was murdered by her husband. As a sometimes reggae promoter, her friend and fellow artist Donna Anderson asked me to aid to support a benefit concert on behalf of Nanny Mystic, which I felt honored to be a part of. Donna then told me of the epidemic of her sister being abused and brutalized by so-called RasTafari. No man who beats his woman is RasTafari. What His Majesty did to display his thoughts to the world on the day of his coronation as Emperor of Ethiopia was to insist that his wife, Empress Menen, was to be crowned beside him as well. The most important titles that any man or any ruler on the planet could ever be named, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah, were some of the titles bestowed upon him. This powerful person insisted that his wife be crowned right beside him. You cannot follow his path and abuse your wife. His choice, as well as his respect for her and the wife's role in his life, is clear and very clear in the specific decision. There is no gray area. No man is RasTafari who beats a woman. Yes, I am well aware of all kinds of men abuse women from all cultures, from all races, yet I feel that this message, I can affect real change with real RasTafari people. As a respected group within world culture, it is I hope to affect others who respect RasTafari, as I do to focus on the abrasive issue that corrodes our villages. If I can make an impact here, it is hope that it spreads to other women and men globally. The truth of what shaped my loathing towards man and his behavior and lack of respect is watching grown men on a bus as a child growing up, trying to rub themselves against women as they were walking outside of the bus. No woman should have to deal with that. And daily, back in them days. So, I hated grown man back in them days as a little boy. Now let's get back to what Donna informed me of. Women being abused in our community. I started talking to some of the women. So far I have met one who hasn't had a negative experience by a man at some point in her life. Not one. One of my male acquaintances, brethren, called me up to say that the issue was not epidemic within the RasTafari culture as I was making it seem. He thought that I was doing things out of proportion and felt that I should keep things low and stop broadcasting the negative. I asked him if he personally interviewed any of the women. He said no, he had not. And therein lies the problem. This is the problem I'm seeing with domestic abuse. Man delivers the abuse and man denies the abuse. Man act like it is a right to abuse woman. In many cultures it is displayed as such. It is in our movies, our advertising, promotion, selections for senior positions in major companies in all parts of our cultures. My solution is to have man face man over the issue. Man speaking of the nobility we need to be considered as a man. The things that we revere in our fathers and mothers, then want to see in our sons and daughters. Call on the nobility that we wish to see within ourselves. We instill that in our children today, right now, every day. The children already know that the abusing parent is not noble. The responsibility of nobility is on both parents, man and woman. I leave you with this. None of us knows what to do. We're all completely out of the left field as it pertains to relationship between man and woman. The church, religion, morality, me syndrome have all contributed to mass confusion. Think on this, masculine and feminine. Both things are in every single one of us. They are spiritual energies. It's not just about man and woman, but about the spirit of man and woman. The spiritual energy of masculine and feminine. Both things are imperative for each and every individual on the planet. Unfortunately, we have way too much masculine energy in this time. We need the right balance of the two. We need both spiritual energies. That is the message to our children. The cycle changes with open conversations to our children in all the homes. We seek nobility in whichever parent happens to be the abuser to tap into their noble selves and to admit to the masculine and feminine within themselves and glorify the things about it that they love. Seek the same from your partner, show it to your children. The message must go out to our children. I encourage more men to speak the same open talk as I do. Man and woman, masculine and feminine, spiritual energy. The ribbons that we make them by hand. RasTafari Dombele does not condone domestic abuse. The ribbons message is clear. It won't become popular because we live in a very cynical world, but we're still gonna make them anyway. And the energy and the message that you can carry with them all over the world. I am mailing some of these things now to Mexico and England next. It has touched people that far. So it's just a message. We don't worry about no money, we don't worry about nothing else. We spread the message of domestic abuse. See? And yes, they have women who beat men, we know that. Or abuse men, or verbal abuse, or what it may be. It's the same abuse. See? The message to the abuser must change. The message to the world must change. We need to focus some energy on shining a spotlight on the negative behavior and the weakness within the abuser. We still always protect the victims of abuse, yet bring the degrading abusive trait and the abusive person, bring them to light. That is our message, eh? Thank you for listening. Play my first track from RADA. And thank you. know that went on for a while, but I had to do it.